Guten Abend, mein Damen und Herren. Mr. Bassiert back with another live stream. It's been a while now. I think it's been about maybe 6 weeks. I don't know. It was the week before Thanksgiving because I took Thanksgiving off, and then my knee surgery was the next week, and then when your knee feels like crap, you don't really feel like doing them a whole lot. So then I took Christmas, and hey, I gave everybody a nice holiday break. Didn't have to take any time away from yourself or your families to see me. So, yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm going with it. I did it for you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any rate, if you can tell, webcam is a little bit better quality now. You can actually see me and not just like a few pixels down in the bottom of your screen looking kind of yuck. But yeah, new webcam, same microphone. Hopefully stream quality is still just as good as it always has been, minus those technical difficulties we had up in the first couple streams a while ago. Yeah, those are behind us. The dark past of my live streaming days. At any rate, yeah, so obviously a lot has happened in the last several weeks. So big thing today, though, was everybody got their second crack at Chewbacca, which here on my test account that we have actually finally received a few more resources. If you notice, I have 31 million crystals. Obviously didn't pay for those myself. The Chewbacca event is back, and since I missed it the first time, we can kill a little bit of time doing that. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and in the background here, go ahead and start streaming my actual attempts on my live account to hit the 7th tier. Now, this was my personal account, not the test account, so this was the one that, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw that I just recently took my Greedo to Gear 12 and tossed a Zeta on him. I figure soonest that Revan is coming back is probably late January, maybe February would probably be the latest that it would come back. So I'm hedging my bets on that. Revan is not coming back until the end-ish of next month. So I went ahead and burned one of the 3 Zetas I had saved up on Greedo just because it's a fun Zeta, especially if you can get his crit chance up to, above 75-80% when you do strip that turn meter, because the ability Zeta basically says if the turn meter that you remove from the enemy using his special ability reduces his shall I say what is it, his if you reduce the target's turn meter below 20%, it is stunned, and it's unresistible. Sorry, I'm just going off the top of my head, so I kind of, stretch my brain there a little. But it took me a few attempts. I'm not going to say that my Zeta Bosk at Gear 12... I mean, I had 4 bounty hunters at Gear 12. I had my Bosk at Gear 12, Zeta. Boba Fett was at Gear 12, not Zeta. Dengar was at Gear 12, not Zeta. And then Greedo was at Gear 12, Zeta. And then Cad Bane was at 11. So you'll see the attempts as I go through it. They were not that pretty. It was actually a little bit of a train wreck the first couple of times that I tried. I went and recorded. I kind of showed what their initial stats were on my first attempt. So 175 speed, 28% crit, not really that important, but 45% armor and 35% resistance. So a pretty resilient Bosk there. Then my Greedo. He wasn't really stacked for speed. He was pretty much stacked for crit chance, which you'll see here in a sec. He was at 202 speed, so not too bad. Only 150% crit damage, but 82.8% crit chance, which was pretty awesome if you ask me. Basically went for crit chance secondaries, the crit chance on the triangle, and the whole 9. So then Boba Fett, the mods that he had on him were just kind of like just random mods tossed on there, but basically stacked for potency and a little bit of crit chance. So he had a decent crit chance. He was only 202 speed. So yeah, it wasn't pretty. My Dengar, though, was pretty much stacked for potency as well. If you can tell, I hadn't really changed a whole lot of the mods from the first time I went ahead and tried the event back, what was it, 3 months ago, so basically everybody was stacked for potency, as you can see here, like almost 90% potency on Cad Bane as well, because I was using a Boba Fett lead, and excuse me, Boba Fett lead obviously increases all bounty hunters' health by, what is it, 50% of their total potency. So I had their total potency up over 425 or 430% or something like that, and I still, with 200 and something extra health on all my bounty hunters, wasn't able to do it because I didn't have that taunt, which ironically, you'll see how that really panned out for me. So this was my first attempt before switching any mods off of any of my bounty hunters. Wasn't looking real pretty for much of anybody. Boba Fett's almost dead, Boba Fett's almost died, Greedo's dead, and now Boba Fett does not have his bounty hunters resolved. So first step there, clear those buffs. Not a big deal because face. Yeah, you can tell here that this is and this is kind of left to dry and get Chewbacca down. Yeah, that wasn't happening. Cad Bane's already down on his last leg. He's up a little bit better there now, but then so, first attempt, ouch. Pretty much just a big slap in the face that said, hey, I see you're Gear 12, and I raise you a bitch slap, because that was just so bad. So, what to do? Well, if at first you don't succeed, throw on some speed and give it another shot, right? Yeah, so went ahead and kind of played around with the mods a little bit. You'll see here I decided to kind of go with a little bit more speed. Didn't necessarily need potency per se, so I kind of ditched the potency set, went for a health set that had some decent speed on it. So I added 40 speed to my Bosk with just those two mods by themselves, and then decided, well, what's another 13 speed, right? So swapped out a mod from my Darth Nihilus, used a couple of my arena mods there, and it was worth it, all said and done, because while the first attempt wasn't the greatest, it helped considerably with the subsequent attempts. I'll go ahead and let this play here in the background. Long short of what I was doing here with all the mod swapping was basically just getting the speed mods from a lot of other characters and looking at where I could swap out a mod here or a mod there to potentially get just a little bit more speed. So if you can tell, I was already making a big change. I went from 175 speed to 252 speed. That was a very, very big jump for Bosk. It made a big difference. Greedo, I decided not to really mess with him too much. I figured his speed was already all right, and I liked that 88% or 82% crit. I mean, you really can't beat 82-something% crit. And then Boba Fett, hey, he just make him fast, and he's gonna kick some ass for you. And so I took all my fastest speed mods off of Grand Admiral Thrawn and bumped his speed up to 293. So a 293 Boba Fett, yeah, it made a difference. Dengar, I don't think I made too many changes to his mods, but I think I did make him a little bit faster. I might have just said screw it. Oh yes, I did. I went ahead and just threw Darth Sion's mods on him and then swapped out a couple of other mods to get him a little bit faster. Because this dropped his crit chance down a little bit lower than I was really helping to get it, so I wanted to give him a little bit more crit chance, so I went with a crit chance set with crit chance on the primary for the triangle, and then went and found a defense mod, I believe, for the diamond there. I think it was, or no, offense set, sorry, it was an offense set, and I think I kind of had to dig for this one. Yeah, how far down did I go? I believe I had to go down quite a ways, and then slice a couple mods, or not, I don't know. Or maybe I was looking for offense on the square here. I don't know. But at any rate, I did swap out some mods, and then you'll see my next attempt here in a sec. Let's see. Questions. I know I've got some questions. Pop this sucker out. Pop out the chat. Alrighty, let's do some shoutouts while we're playing around with the feed. Yeah, Sanely Red, thanks for the congrats there on my 7-star Chewy. It was fun. I was waiting a while for that. How did I do in general in Grand Arena? Well, my first Grand Arena, I won a single battle. I won 1 and I lost 2, but I took 5th place. I forgot completely to attack on the first round, and then the second round we both kind of stalled out. Neither of us cleared the board, and then the third round it was close, and I came in. I think I lost by. Oh, I want to say it was like 16. Oh, no, it was more than that because he cleared my entire board, and I got hung up on one of his last territories. So he beat me by basically a full clear versus a 3/4 clear. This most recent Grand Arena, I pulled a noob mistake. If you don't mind my self deprivation there, I actually Territory Wars, you have to join the territory war before you can enter the battlefield, right? Well, Grand Arena is the opposite. You enter the Grand Arena, right? And then you have to join from there. So I entered and just kind of in my head figured, oh, I'm entered. I can see the rewards, and I'm good, right? Wrong. I didn't hit that so I missed out on this whole 3v3 paid. It was kind of a little bit depressing, but in the grand scheme, probably not that big I didn't draw as much life out from playing games for 2 hours every day on my phone because hey, it was holidays, I had a lot of family, I was out at a lot of people's places. I probably would have completely missed the entire day of battles. It sucks, but it doesn't suck. I don't know. FUDH, yes, okay. Chewy's event was heavily, it does rely heavily on the you can see that without Dorito, it kind of was a little bit shady there. You can see the tendency with playing. It crashed and burned pretty fast. Rest in peace, headphone users. Oh boy, is the audio from the video feed absolutely melting ears, or is my voice melting ears? Go ahead and let me know if it's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, in-game sounds. Okay. Well, I don't see any disc tip audio coming through. Oh, it must have been the actual. Let me see. In-game noise. Can't hear you over the game effects. That's funny because I don't see any audio from the game effects here. Let me see here. Properties. I don't see any audio here. Sorry, guys. Let me go ahead and see what this actually sounds like here. Yep, that is loud like hell. Stand by, guys. I completely... gosh, OBS sucks. Let me just say that. Okay. Properties. Oh, okay, there we go. I figured it out. My apologies, guys. I just had to actually turn down the volume for the audio source. I was looking at desktop audio, assuming that desktop audio was the actual source or volume control for the desktop or for this video clip in the background. I sincerely apologize for the absolute ear rape that was going on. God. Hey, OBS noob here. My apologies. I don't stream a whole lot of canned video feed. We'll go ahead and cut that anyway. That was pretty much the end of my attempt. As you can see, Greedo was kind of the key there. Gosh, I really, really apologize for that. That was my apologies. I turned up the volume on the actual stream so I could actually hear what you guys were hearing, and that was bad. I really apologize. Hey, 6 weeks off and I turned into a complete idiot. So, any rate, yeah, I obviously no regrets on giving Greedo the Zeta or taking him to Gear 12 because it paid off in the end. He got that triple shot on Chewbacca, and it looked like it made a difference to me, at any rate. So, go ahead and switch over to my main account here for a sec, and we can take a looky-do at what's going on with my main account here. Golly, that was... my apologies. I probably lost a few viewers there. No, actually, I'm up a little. I don't know. But at any rate, yeah, that was ear rape. Ear rape is never fun. Those, yeah, like, ever fun. Jumping onto my main account here. We'll save the Chewbacca run through here for a little bit later. But so lots happened. Obviously, we've got a lot of quality of life updates. The biggest of which, obviously, Bronzium moved to the front. Hallelujah. That right there is just one of the single best updates ever. I was able to take my Tusken Raider off of my favorites list, because I never actually went through the store to get to the Bronziums. I wasn't a victim of the whole scroll to the back and buy a chromium mistake. Yeah, which I think I just got the last couple pieces I'll need here to take my Chewbacca to Gear 12, actually, too. Let me see here. Chewy. Yes, I can. Here we go. Look at that. See, I accidentally used one of these pieces on Greedo, and I was able to save up or farm enough mats to get the piece back for Chewy. Let's see. Yeah, we'll give that to Chewy. Why not? Ah, man. Chewy needs one of these too. Man, everybody needs one of these suckers, man. Gosh, that sucks. Yeah, well, okay, that works. Yeah, blame Finn. That's a good. Yeah, we'll just go with that. So, at any rate, there you go, Chewy, Gear 12. Yay, hallelujah. Now he's nice and gold and shiny like everybody else. Let's see. Oh, this is just a new Grand Arena. I didn't do any of my Squad Arena battles, so I've fallen all the way to 115. Let's see. Let's do a couple battles here. I could completely remod my team here and go for that, give that C-3PO squad a shot, which is actually pretty fun. I went ahead and actually gave my CLS the Zeta on his leader ability as well. Really, the only two Zetas you need on CLS to make that team work are the leader Zeta, and then it helps to have his unique Zeta, not the one that increases his whatever it is that the ability that gives him 100% tenacity whenever he doesn't have the buff or whatever. Yeah, you don't really need that Zeta at all. That's like the one Zeta I don't have on him. But I might go ahead and give that team a shot here. So let's go ahead and wipe out this opponent real quick. And we'll give that a go. Come on. Oh, don't you freeze on me now. Oof, okay. I was going to get a little irritated. Wampa smash. We'll just keep on trucking here. Oh man, I didn't even need to do that. His freaking Annihilate was already off cooldown. Oh well. Let's see here. Yeah, Monster Tunes is a good way to describe them. Some of these characters are absolutely monstrous. Oh, welcome to the game then, Uncle Dojo. This is a lot of fun. I honestly could not imagine being in your shoes right now. Literally can't fathom the idea of starting from scratch with how much there is to do in the game right now, how many factions there are to farm, how important each of these factions is to farm, all of it. I just cannot imagine being in your shoes right now. I mean, obviously, I hope that you've been watching some of the other Game Changers. I hope you've joined some communities. There are a lot of communities out there to help you out. I think there's actually a Discord server for every faction. So if you're not already on Discord, which I'm assuming you probably are if you are watching my stream, you're probably either on my Discord server or you follow me on Twitter. Either way, there's a world of knowledge out there on Twitter, on the Twitterverse, and on Discord. Absolutely, just gobs of information out there. I definitely recommend checking out some of those communities, finding some of those communities, and learning everything you can. Obviously, one of the main factions that a new player like you should be focusing on is Phoenix. I still believe this late in the game, after this much time, I still think that Phoenix is one of the best starting factions in the game because it has some of that best, the best synergy, I guess. They're good for Palpatine. They're obviously required for Thrawn. And then that's two Empire characters that you gotta have so that you can get your R2-D2. And then R2-D2, you're going to need him to get CLS. So Phoenix just kind of starts that snowball of obtaining characters that are extremely powerful and extremely important in the game for getting those other characters that are also extremely powerful and extremely good and useful in other aspects of the game. So, oh, well, hey, look at that. Found some of my YouTube videos. Honestly, I don't push out a whole lot of videos, so I'm glad that you found some of my videos. I wonder what they. I mean, if you don't mind my asking, what were they, and yeah, that would be really fun to know. Your first 7-star Phoenix, awesome. They're actually pretty quick farms. I mean, in the grand scheme of characters that take a long time to farm, Phoenix are relatively easy. So, yeah. You'll get there, and 5 to 6. That means that the next. Well, actually, Thrawn's event is on right now. Have you been able to unlock Thrawn then? If you've got all of your Phoenix at 5 stars at least, go ahead. see here. What else do I gotta do? Oh, fleet challenge. Come on, Zeta. 2 Zetas, yeah! Zepticons, welcome! Oh, well, hey, if it came up in your recommendations, that means that YouTube's doing something right? Well, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream, and feel free to ask any questions you got, because that's what the stream is for. So, it ended while you were at 3 stars. Crap. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Since I've obviously completed the event, it doesn't show up on my events like how long it runs. So I'm sorry you missed it, but you know, hey, I'm glad that you got them to 3 stars. I think the event comes back around every I want to say 2-3 months ish. So hopefully it'll come back around quickly, and you can get yourself a 5-star Thrawn, or maybe even a 7-star Thrawn next time. It really depends on how fast you level up. I've heard some people hitting 85 within 3 months of playing. It's really just kind of a crapshoot, in my opinion, of how long or how fast a person levels up. It really actually probably makes more of a difference of how much they invest in, you know, spending crystals and that kind of stuff. So, Warriors 4 Pillars. That is a very, very, very good idea there. Warrior is, I mean, he's an awesome dude. So you really cannot go wrong with any of the advice that he gives you, unless you're free to play. I mean, because he does kind of cater to the pay to play, but either way, the advice is virtually universal. You really cannot go wrong with anything that Warrior goes. 3 weeks and you're at 60. Yeah, I think you'll hit 85 within 3 months. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Shouldn't be an issue for you at all. Let's go ahead and call in Plo Koon. Release and turn meter. We're going to go ahead and kill Kylo Ren. Since you don't have Thrawn or Emperor Palpatine, don't have much from the next step of Empire. Yeah, that's gonna just kind of be a come as they may thing for you. It's gonna be a little more difficult. Obviously, you're probably not gonna get R2 next time he comes around, but you know, keep working on it, keep working at it, and I mean, when Thrawn comes, once you unlock Thrawn, that is a game changer. I figured that was probably not intended for us. It really made no sense at all, Darth Bob. Oh man, Sanely Red. What are my thoughts on the data mined info? According to the data mine Slave 1, yeah. So, about that, I have been farming the bounty hunter ships. In kind of anticipation. I kind of agree with Warrior. I watched Warrior's speculation video on that. And why would I Omega Kylo Ren's unique? Which Kylo Ren? There are 3 Kylo... Well, there's Kylo Ren's ship, Kylo Ren Unmasked, and then Kylo Ren OG. Which one are you talking about? And then so for the login, yeah, so I've got my Houndstooth. I've been farming Houndstooth pretty much since it became farmable. I've got it almost to 6 stars. Xanadu Blood is getting to 5 stars, and IG-2000 is like nowhere close. So IG-2000, honestly, I should probably just take this sucker to like a level 80 or something real quick here. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Xanadu Blood is at 85. 85, okay. But yeah, I don't know, because we've never seen. So my only speculation here is that we've never seen a legendary event require less than 4 characters. But then again, this is ships. And ships, you really only have that starting lineup of 3 ships. So we've never seen a ship legendary, and honestly, you can have a ship fleet of 7 ships. So, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, would they run a ship legendary and require a minimum of 5 ships, or would they just require bounty hunter ships and then say, to get to 5 stars, you have to have 4 bounty hunters at 5 stars? And then for 6 stars, you gotta have 4 bounty hunter ships at 6 stars. I don't know. It could be anything. And I mean, we've never seen a ship legendary event, but with Slave One being the login character, they've hinted in other previous aspects of the game, like when they talked about Chewie, when they were introducing Chewie's legendary events, they specifically mentioned that he was a legendary, he and Han Solo piloted the legendary Millennium Falcon. So, I mean, they made mention specifically of that Millennium Falcon. It's kind of the only Millennium Falcon that's not in the game. We've been playing the game. I mean, the game is over 3 years old now, and we don't have literally the most iconic ship, and I don't use that term loosely. I mean, that term gets thrown around a lot. Iconic this, iconic that. I mean, if you guys watched the freaking Thanksgiving Day parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving parade, it was literally everything was iconic. Every stupid balloon at that parade was iconic. So, yeah, I hate when people overuse that term. But literally, the Millennium Falcon, my son, before he was 2, knew what the Millennium Falcon was. I mean, granted, his dad's a Star Wars fanatic, but he knew what the Millennium Falcon was. So, yes, I think it's safe to say that the Millennium Falcon is probably the most iconic ship in Star Wars. It just is, okay? And we don't have it in-game. Slave One being the login character reward for the month of January, yeah, I think that pretty heavily implies that there is something significant coming down the pipes ship-wise, and about the only thing I can think of ship-wise for that would be, significant or worth making a logging character. I think that's pretty much the Millennium Falcon. Like, I can't think of anything else. So, am I farming my bounty hunter ships? Yes. Do I think I'm gonna get IG 2000 to 5 stars before the Millennium Falcon event starts? I don't know. I really don't know. That it remains to be seen. So, it could be much of anything. It could be something, could be nothing. Possibly getting level 90. I really hope we don't get level 90 because, geez, that would suck. The Territory War bonuses for some squads. So the Ewok bonus was absolutely ridiculous. The zero cooldowns for Ewoks. Like, what? That kind of makes me a little bit excited about the fact that I dumped gear and stuff on my Ewoks. I mean, I've got 4 Ewoks at gear 11 and 1 at gear 10, and I threw a Zeta on Sherpa. So if Ewoks really have 0 cooldowns on this next Territory War, I might actually use these suckers in Territory Wars. So Uncle Dojo, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering your name there. Thinking about shifting to Jedi after you 7-star Phoenix, that's not a bad idea. If Bastila and Jolie are going to be also, they're absolutely incredible. I love them for Grand Arena. They're great for Territory Wars. I actually had an opponent in one of my Grand Arenas get hung up on my Bastila lead Jedi team. I don't have Revan, so I used a Bastila lead with Jolie, General Kenobi, Grandmaster Yoda, and Old Ben, and he said it was a nightmare. So, I mean, you don't even need Revan to have a good Jedi team for defense. You've got Thrawn to gear 12, Max gear 12, Empire team, crew is double Zeta, Kylo Ren is Zeta 2, yep. Okay, Stin's OG Zeta, OG Kylo Ren, his unique. Okay, so I think I know what you're asking here. I think you're asking about his Unstoppable. So Unstoppable, the Omega. Whenever Kylo uses a special ability, he gains damage over time for 2 turns. So the reason that you would Zeta this, or not Zeta, but give him this Omega, is for strategic purposes. Whenever Kylo takes damage, he gains 50% defense stacking and 15% offense stacking for 1 turn, and has a 50% chance to reset his cooldowns. The Omega on this ability basically means that whenever he uses a special ability, he gets that damage over time. At the beginning of his next turn, he takes that damage, which will trigger this bonus, right? And has a 50% chance to reset his cooldown. So he has the ability through that unique and this damage over time to reset his own cooldowns by himself. So it's actually an extremely useful Omega. And the added bonus here is that Kylo takes reduced damage from percent health damage effects and gains 10 speed for each debuff on him. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in his favor. By debuffing himself, he's making himself faster, he's making himself stronger, he's potentially resetting his own cooldowns at the beginning of each of his turns when that damage over time it triggers, and then he's also taking reduced damage from those damage over time, so they really, in the grand scheme of things, have virtually no effect on him except for in the positive side of things, through all of the other effects that he gains and benefits from having a negative status effect on himself. So that is the reason that you toss that Omega on Unstoppable. It's actually pretty ingenious. It was really cool to see them make that change. Legendary Chimera requires how many rebel ships? It requires 5 rebel ships. I remember because I had, let me see here if I can pull up my rebel ships. Scroll past it accidentally there. I had the Phantom, Ghost, Biggs, and Wedge all at 7 stars, along with Home 1 before, or well, at 6 stars, and wasn't able, well, I had those at 7 stars. I didn't have Home 1 at 7 stars. Yeah, I had 6 stars. But I wasn't able to get Chimera because I didn't have Cassian or Bastand's U-Wing at 7 stars, and I needed one or both of those to get the 7-star Chimera. So I actually ended up farming Cassian's because it was a little bit faster to farm his, because Bistand's was kind of a crapshoot. Sometimes it showed up, sometimes it doesn't. So the shards were kind of hard to get, and so I farmed Cassian's because it was pretty much I could get the Cantina tokens that I needed to get his ship blueprints much faster. So yeah, you needed 5 rebel ships to get Chimera. So technically it could be bounty hunter ships, scoundrel ships, or cargo ships. So the reason I was kind of wondering if it might be cargo ships, and this is why Warrior doesn't think that it's going to be cargo ships, is because there's already 2 Millennium Falcons there. And his thought process is, why would you use the Millennium Falcon to get the Millennium Falcon? Which, valid point. Makes perfect sense. When it comes to scoundrel ships, how many scoundrel ships are there? I guess it gives you 5, but Lando's Millennium Falcon is one of them. So, back to Warrior's point, do they require the Millennium Falcon to get the Millennium Falcon? Are they going to require the Millennium Falcon to get the Millennium Falcon? And that was where I kind of was like, that's a good point. I really don't think they would do that. So, I mean, the cargo, what is it? The cargo ship event that pops up, it only, to do the highest tier of that only requires 4 ships minimum, so it's not outside the realm of possibilities for a ship event to only require 4 ships. It just remains to be seen, guys. I mean, and I don't know how much information we're going to get in advance as Game Changers, so I really don't know how much information we're going to be able to share with you guys in advance. It makes me sad that we have so many unanswered questions. I really wish that we could give you guys so much more information. Yeah, Old Ben, just to go back to the, farming Jedi, Old Ben is just a stupid good tank. He is probably one of the, I would say, best free-to-play tanks in the game. General Kenobi is a great tank, but he obviously requires heroic tank rewards to get, and unless you're in a heroic tank guild as a new player, which isn't outside the realm of possibilities, that raid's been out for over a year and change, I think over 2 years actually. So, I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility for the tank raid, for you to be in a heroic tank raid as a low-level character. I mean, you can freaking solo the damn thing already, so it's not outside the realms of possibility for you to already be getting General Kenobi shards. And if you're not, hey, you know, maybe you got a buddy who can get you into a guild and, you know, maybe get you some General Kenobi shards. But let's see. Uncle, yeah, focus on Phoenix, typically bounty hunters. Oop, holy cow, scrolled way too far. Almost bet cargo so you can field 7. Yeah, so we kind of beat that horse to death. Yeah, we don't have a Y-wing either. That's a very good point, and it's on the splash screen when you log into the game. That's another thing that I've kind of been wondering, like, you know, scratching my head, like, why don't we have a Y-wing yet? You know, because, I mean, come on, guys, missing out. Oh man, Phoenix. Throwing to 7 stars. Awesome. YouTube refuses to notify you of anything. Well, better late than never, right, Hellenix? You know, it's awesome. Deadpool Kyle, of course, he was like one of the first people here. Deadpool Kyle in a hoose. YouTube horrible notifications, of course it is. Doesn't require. That's you know, that's something else. It's like, what the hell is that bell even there for? If it ain't gonna work, right? Because I swear I hit that stupid little bell on some of my favorite YouTube channels, and I don't find out until a video's already like 3 days old. It's like, thanks YouTube, you suck. Oh man, that's right. Yeah, I get to use my Chewie in the heroic Sith raid. I know that Bimasu's probably crapping his pants right now, thinking, oh my God, Mist is gonna start doing the Sith raid. No, I'm not. I just can if I want now. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, a Revan team. Let's see. How fast is your Revan here, buddy? Not fast enough. 16 mods and just not fast enough. This Revan team is going Dune. Let's go ahead and do that one. All right. Gosh, got so much stuff going on. Adding another clone trooper healer. Honestly, I think if they were going to add another healer that worked well with clones, I think that they would probably be more likely to add golly. Oh man, I'm totally pulling a brain fart here. Oh my gosh. The Jedi who oversaw the clones. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I am somebody can remember for me here. Please. Please help me out here. I really am embarrassed that I am pulling a total and complete blank on... Oh my gosh. Somebody please help me. Somebody please. And there's Yoda back again. Back for the more. Shakti! Yes! Shakti! Thank you, Hellenix. as it popped up. And, yes, Shakti. I think if they were going to add a healer that had synergy with clones, it would be Shakti. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yes, she was stationed at Camino. Yes, she was. She oversaw the clones' production and their training and all that other cool stuff. So yes, Shakti. I think she would probably be the most likely character to come into the game and actually have synergy with the clones, and I think that she would be amazing. She'd be so much fun. Yeah, so there's a Revan team absolutely bit the dust. If you don't have a Revan faster than my Thrawn, I'm just going to eat you for lunch. Or maybe a Kaminoan, maybe. It's a possibility. Yeah, Ranger, I know. I'm always talking, not fighting, not doing stuff. They could do Sifo-Dyas. That's a good point. You know, he is canon, and he is the Jedi that went to Kaminoa to begin the cloning process. So that is another definitely good potential clone to be brought to the game. Commander Wolf, yes, would be awesome. Commander Wolf would be probably another legit clone. I mean, he was in Rebels as the old man Commander Wolf. That's definitely a possibility. We could get the younger Commander Wolf. We could also see Old Man Rex. You know, these are all characters that are canon. Not that canon really matters, but Clone 99. Are you talking about the old, like the janitor looking clone? Number 99 there. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's a possibility that's what you're talking about. Let's see if my clone or my Nick Crap mod. Let's see here. We're gonna, yeah, we'll just go with our Boba bounty hunters here. That should be autoed. Easy. So would it be Shakti? Too many Rangers in chat. I know, right? That's all right. The janitor, 99. Yeah, well, he kind of was a janitor. There we go. I got a speed secondary on an offense primary. It's not bad, I guess. All right. There's only one damn Ranger, and it's maybe you? Maybe? No tank. Oh. Is Tarkin really going to die that fast? Let's give you... I say no, Tarkin, not today. I really wish I could use a Palpatine lead on this, because Palpatine lead is so much better. Let's go ahead and fracture you. Let's see if we can get... Yes, I love that. Beautiful. Full stuns. Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. God, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, that was almost too easy. Tried to skull. Oh, no. I hate RSG. No, never. Just because I took some time off doesn't mean anything. I'm starting up my Skype. I'm coming online, Ranger. Coming online. Let's see here. Giving you a call. Better answer. You're talking smack in chat. Oh my God, that was ear rape.
What do you mean? You just broke my eardrums, dude. Jesus Christ. I was like, I answered, I'm like, oh God, oh.
Well, I guess we returned the favor on each other there.
Don't worry. I'll get more disability from the VA in 10 years when they finally decide to send money out again. So there's ways to take advantage of this. There's all silver lining. I didn't know you were streaming tonight, Dick Hole.
What?
You didn't send me a message or anything.
Well, I didn't want to bother you, you know.
Oh my God.
I felt like, you know,
I've only been sending you messages and to checking up on you and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And like, you know, you're streaming, let me know when you are, blah, blah, blah.
Well, my apologies. I'm an a-hole. Like that.
It's the holidays. You've been busy, and I know. I'm glad to see that the surgery went well.
Yeah, knee is feeling pretty good. It's
Good.
little sore today, but feeling pretty good. Feeling good. That's what matters.
Yeah, I've been for the last umpteen hours having Finn tech rape me, basically with everything he's got me doing for our channel. So he's a madman.
Oh, he
He
is.
gets he So we're just setting up Zoom and we're doing this
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna go set up all this stuff. I'm like, oh my god, I just know that tomorrow is going to be an ugly, ugly day because Finn is an evil mad scientist. That we're going to put a stop to the mist. Seriously, dude, he's out of control. Uh,
Well, I'm sure you were you here for the ear rape on my video footage that I brought up. I forgot that
no,
you have a
I
separate.
saw I saw that you were streaming. They popped up. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? What? So I missed the beginning part.
Yeah, so I replayed my recorded gameplay from doing the Chewbacca event this morning,
Mm.
and I didn't turn down the volume settings on just the audio clip or the video clip. So yeah, it ended up blowing out people's eardrums, and yeah, it made me look like an idiot. But hey, what else is new?
Oh yeah, Hell Next brings up the point. So for the first time ever, I've been out of town, so I finally came back. I had insomnia really bad. I don't know what it was. I didn't go to bed till like 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. And I set my alarm,
Mm-hmm.
but I must have been really out of it because I forgot to plug the damn phone in the charger.
Oh no!
So,
Did you wake up
so
to a dead phone?
dead phone, and I woke up and it was light outside, and it's usually light outside, but it was bright. I'm like, yeah, the sun's really bright today. And then I looked over at the time. It was like 12:30. I'm like, ah! I jumped on. Luckily, Finn got it covered. I'm like, oh my god, because
So you were almost late for your own stream.
oh, I was very late for the stream.
Oh, you
And,
were? Okay, yeah. Yeah,
yeah, it
that's
was
right. It starts
bad.
at noon, doesn't it?
Mm,
12:30 and you showed up
I
at
know.
man.
Yeah, Finn well, yeah, I should have at 12:30. I think Finn started way before then. So, but yeah, God, I popped in there like, I'm so sorry, because I told him that, when I got home yesterday because we did our Wednesday stream that yeah, I
Hmm.
got the streams on a school break. I got this shit, let's do this, and I could not go to sleep, man. It was horrible. It was horrible. And so I'm like, well, I've had insomnia before. I'll sleep for a couple hours, wake up, it'd be no biggie.
Right.
Not when the phone dies.
Yeah, when you got nothing to wake you up. So,
Oh,
how did the marathon go?
well, we haven't done the marathon. We do that in April.
Oh,
But
that's
we
in April.
raised,
Okay. Okay. You guys are
there's a,
still raising money though.
yeah. We're at
Okay.
4,300, almost 44. Oh, Darth Bell wants to know
Nice.
what happened to your knee. We'll
Oh,
cover.
yeah. So I had if you are knowledgeable at all about knee procedures or anything, I had what's basically called a lateral release. So my kneecap had too much lateral mobility. It was moving side to side too much, and that was causing pain when I ran. And so, what they ended up having to do was go in orthoscopically on the outside of my kneecap and cut the ligament that holds your kneecap in place. Cut into it, not cut all the way through it, but cut enough into it that it kind of released a little bit of the tension on the outside of my kneecap, and then go in and make about a 3 inch, 3.5 inch incision. I don't know how long it is. Haven't measured it. Why, right? To on the inside of
Science.
my knee and fold over the ligament, stitch it, and then sew me back up. So lots of fun. About a 6 month or 6 week physical 6 weeks of physical therapy to get back in shape, and it's today was actually 1 month, so 4 weeks from the date of my surgery. So it's been 4 weeks since I was passed out on a surgery table with my knee splayed open. Um, then I've got another couple weeks of physical therapy ahead of me. Tomorrow I should be able to put 100% of my body weight on this leg.
Nice.
And so I'll be able to drop the crutch I've been dragging around. And that's going to
Mm-hmm.
be nice because then I'll have both hands free and I can actually do stuff. But I still have it's still pretty swollen. With a soft tissue surgery, there's a lot of internal bleeding and not really bleeding. Like I wasn't bleeding out into my knee, but there's a lot of
It's
fluid that collects in the
yeah,
knee and in my lower leg. So like my
it's like you sprained your knee basically
yeah,
the
so it's
wheels.
blown up to like the size of a grapefauth.
Yes, I'm
It's
familiar
pretty
with
bad.
those. Yeah, I'm familiar with those. My knees and
Yeah.
ankles are killing me because I'm running every day now and getting ready for this half marathon. And I haven't been cutting weight. I've just been working out.
Mhm.
Right
Right.
now, I have to cut weight. It's going to be a shit ton of weight. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be miserable for the next 4 months. You're going to see Ranger slowly wither away to nothing, so I can do this half marathon for
Oh
the
man.
ACS
I
stuff. So I'm just, oh god.
I have absolutely no desire to ever do a half marathon ever in my life. So kudos to you for that.
Mm. Yeah, I must.
Running is quite
I,
possibly the bane of my existence.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get Finn for this. I'm gonna get him, but it's worth it. And the ACS
Oh
folks
yeah, no,
really, really
yeah.
cool. They've
The
been
the the reason you guys are doing it is an awesome reason. And my holy cow, my freaking shore trooper almost died on what is this like tier? Oh, I guess it is tier 3. So I am running tier 3 on auto here. But yeah, so yeah, total ACL replacement. No, dude, I've talked to some guys at work and a gal at work who had an ACL replacement, and there's a lot. It's not fun. Any kind of
no,
knee surgery, knee replacement, any of that stuff is just it's not fun. The recovery process, like getting, I mean, I couldn't even bend my like I'm wearing a full leg brace. It literally goes from like upper mid thigh down to like just above my ankle. It's this really sexy brace here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's sexy. Um, I'm wearing this like full leg brace, and I wasn't even able. It locks, and I wasn't able to unlock it until after 2 weeks. So basically, I was running around like peg leg Pete for like 2 weeks on two crutches, and yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I mean, yeah, the recovery process is definitely a process, and it's not something that I definitely want to be like, disobeying the physical therapist or the doctor's orders. So yeah, rest, ice, compress, elevate. Yeah, I know. Like my foot, it seriously feels like my foot. It seems like it's more swollen than my wife's feet were when she was pregnant. It's
mm,
it's hideous. It's heinous.
it brings back
Oh,
memories
I
of
know, right?
unpleasantness and stuff.
What
So,
we're gonna skip the
well, hopefully you had a
misery.
good Christmas and stuff
I
with the
did, I
familia and
did.
stuff,
Yeah,
and those little
kids.
rugrats running
Oh
around.
my God, they're freaking spoiled, rotten little little rotten turds. They, nah, I love them. They got spoiled between their mom and dad, their grandparents, their aunts. It was just ridiculous. They got spoiled, absolutely spoiled, rotten.
Yeah,
But hey, when they're this young, why
you
not?
got to do it.
Yeah. My wife and I are only having 2 kids, and so
Hey, you got a
you
plan.
gotta spoil them, right? So yeah.
Spoil me.
What about you, man? You have a good
It was
Christmas?
good. I went home and I mean it was great. I gorged myself on turkey and ham and stuffing, and because really the only thing I told my mom is, I don't care about presents or anything. I just want some of that goddamn stuffing you make, and that's you know, and homemade pies. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna destroy my diet, but it's Christmas, and I'm not gonna be able to eat shit after this. So I'm like,
It's a
Mom,
special
go all
occasion.
out. Yeah, go all out. I'm gonna just gorge myself, and then I'll diet afterwards and really start hitting it hard. So I've been dieting a little bit, but I really wanted to have fun, and we did. It was great. We sat around and really did nothing and just hung out and just spent time with the family, and that's really all I cared about.
Sounds like a good Christmas.
It was. I mean, I had to do schoolwork while I was there, but I kind of pressed it out, so I didn't
Yeah.
have didn't have to do that. Oh God! But I'm glad he had a
Yeah.
good Christmas. The games been keeping us a little busy too, man.
Oh my God! I'm honestly, like I said earlier, I I was a little irritated with myself for missing the enrollment. Like I completely pulled a total noob move and I don't know if you were here for the stream when I was talking about it, but so Territory Wars and Grand Arena are opposite from each other. Territory Wars, you have to join it, and then you can enter the Territory Wars and actually see the battlefield and the rewards and everything. Grand Arena, you can enter it and you can like see the rewards and everything, but you have to join once you enter. So like you enter a Grand Arena and then you get to the interface and then you have to click the join button. Well, I didn't click the join button. I just entered and it was like, oh yay, Grand Arena starts in 16 hours. Awesome, 3v3. I'm looking forward to this. But then 3v3 and then it starts and I scroll over to my Grand Arena and I get this really cool little pop-up that says, no Grand Arena events are active right now. And I was like, what? I entered. Yeah, it was one of those moments. So I was like, oh my god, I am an idiot.
Yeah, the 3v3 just doesn't do it for me. I don't like it. I didn't enjoy it. The 5v5 was cool. I had a lot more fun with that. I'm not digging the 3v3. I've talked to a lot of people. Some are liking it, but a lot of people don't. It's just not. The 3v3 just doesn't work for me. It may work for some people, but I don't enjoy it. Well, the 5v5 was cool.
I didn't even get a chance to like really form an opinion. That's what really sucks.
Well, it's so for me, the 3v3 just basically you spent all this time for me, 3 years, building up all these squads for all this 5v5 stuff and raids and everything like that, and then here comes this new game mode. It's like, well, forget that shit. Let's start something new. And you're like, okay, why are we doing this? So it completely changes your teams and what they can do. And I just don't have time for it. I really don't. It's like someone was asking me, well, what do you think is about? Like, I really don't care about 3v3, and you shouldn't either. 5v5. Yeah, enjoy it. It's basically mono y mono. Your best teams against them. The way the game is designed with your teams set the way they are. 3v3 is totally different, dude. Like teams that you would think everything goes out the door because it doesn't function the same way. You think about it because the teams are set up a certain way to function a certain way, and you like Zeta Fit for some reason sucks. Like I did it on the stream today, and the only thing I got pissed off about is I couldn't get exposes off because I only had 3 characters. And that kind of dicks the whole Zeta Fin concept. Usually against the crew team, I go first. I get exposes. Even if I miss one, there's another character. But it totally destroyed the concept of Zeta Fin. So it makes you rethink everything. And then the modding doesn't really apply because it's different. I don't know. It's too much.
So I kind of thought it was interesting in the way that it kind of gave a little bit more life to some of the characters that were less utilized, because you could actually put together some 3-man squads that actually had decent synergy and could actually stand toe-to-toe with some of those stronger 3-man teams, like bringing out some of your older Jedi that don't really see the light of day. Excuse me. I think it really kind of forced a lot of people to like dig a little bit deeper into their rosters because they had to set a little bit more on defense and actually use more on offense. And I guess in theory, looking at it from the outside, it looked like it was going to be a lot of fun, and I was kind of sad that I missed out because
you'll have to play it and see how it goes. But it's I didn't have fun playing it because it was completely like everything that I even spent a little time thinking about what I was going to use. And it's like, well, that's not going to work, and that's not going to work, and your lesser characters are even worse than they were before. It makes some teams really good and combinations good, but some combinations like, what what happened? What do you mean my team sucks? No.
Oh. Yeah, I guess Finn. I guess Finn kind of loses a little bit of that because you have to have. You got to run him with Poe, right?
Yeah.
You got to run him with Poe, and
Resistance Trooper and
then
Pilot.
Resistance Trooper or Resistance Pilot. I'd probably run him with Resistance Trooper just because the Resistance Trooper gets more turn meter from those explosives getting popped out. But yeah, I mean, you don't have somebody else on the team really helping juice those. Oh, there goes Saj, but she's back. Oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
Saj got annihilated on this bonus tier, but then came back with the resurrection. So
That's what it does.
I figured, I guess in my mind was, oh, she's annihilated. She ain't coming back. But she's there. Oh. It shows how often I pay attention to this event, right? Yeah, 3v3 is not Hellenics approved either. So there you go. You got somebody else in your corner.
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, from the feedback I've got, 5v5 was fun. People enjoyed it.
Well, we got
3v3, 3v3 people are really not liking it at all.
We've got another Grand Arena coming up. I think it starts on the 30th.
Yeah, I think that's the 5v5 coming back around, I think.
Possibly. I'm honestly kind of hoping that we see a 5v5 with ships again, because that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It's a mini territory war.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to really hate it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought, and I actually kind of enjoyed it a little bit. So, in the ship lineup now that I've gotten my Republic fleet really kicking ass, I put that on defense and it held. I was like, Jesus, this is a really good fleet, especially when you put Anakin in there as that reinforcement like we talked about. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's because I put Bosk on that team too.
Nice.
So that team with Bosk and, if you got Anakin's coming in as a reinforcement doing his thing, it held pretty well, and it still leaves me my top PvP team to go in there and kick ass with. So it's an interesting dynamic because it's just you mono, 5v5. Which I think is what they should stick with for Grand Arena. Yeah. If they're going to do it, stick to the 5v5, like with the ships. I think I'm cool with that. But the 3v3 stuff, it's like, whatever. You can take that to the birds. I could care less. I guess I was like, nah, same for me. Can't do it.
I do like the ability. So Grand Arena is nice, and what makes it even better, in my opinion, is the ability to actually open a chat in game with your opponents. It's been really fun. I mean, obviously, I missed out on this current Grand Arena, but my last Grand Arena, my third opponent, actually, he and I talked back and forth about which defense, which squads we had trouble with, and which ones were good defense, and I for all the people out there who probably out there talking mad shit to their opponents, it's actually a lot more fun when you actually are civil with your opponent and talk about stuff, because then you can actually really see, hey, this squad only had 2 defenses, but holy dude, I had to bring out some big guns on that second attack or that second attempt, because my first attempt I completely underestimated this team. So definitely do that again. That kind of stuff, man. I was people, and what's funny is that he was like, hey, I appreciate the sportsmanship. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking why wouldn't I be civil here, the thought just
how the gaming community can be.
That's
if you don't if you don't agree, or some people they're just assholes, and there's nothing. I don't have time for that, But I find that the community, for the most part, even when we disagree, 3v3, we can disagree, but we're still gonna have fun and talk about the game and have fun and stuff like that. But there's those people out there that are they're just miserable human beings, and they want to make you miserable too. I mean, I'm sure you get people that leave comments. For me, I just look at them and laugh and go delete. I ain't got time for you, bud. I don't mind being constructive. If you're gonna be an ass clown, then I ain't got time for you. You're not gonna put people down. You're not gonna say stupid crap. It just I ain't got time for it. So for 3v3, if you loved it, awesome. I hope maybe they do something for you. If you didn't, that's okay too. But yeah, I think the civility that you talked about it's important. It's have good sportsmanship. It's just a game, for God's sakes.
Exactly. I'm not just saying that because I'm a YouTuber and I'm have people that pay attention to me, and it's not like I'm just being nice when I talk in game to my opponents because it's like, hey, that's Miss Passiert. Oh, he's an asshole, so I'm gonna go destroy his channel. I'm not doing it for like self-preservation. It's just I don't see the point in being an asshole. It's like it just doesn't make any sense. But yes, Uncle Doe, did you see his comment in there, Ranger?
No, I didn't see
You
it.
are the guy from RSG that does Harry Carey. That is
me.
your moniker now. You are the guy from RSG that does Harry Carey.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You missed some of the stuff. Kind of went crazy with him the other day because I always do Harry Carey where he introduces the meta report.
Oh yeah.
So I made the sponsor Harry Carey's special brand of methamphetamines. I always do something like that that makes tits and. So people were upset with me, like, you can't say meth. I'm like, oh my god, okay, I'm sorry. But I try to do stuff like that with Harry. It's over the top. It's meant to be funny. So, but yes, I am known for that and many other voices. I think I was doing Current the Frog yesterday and some other ones. So, yeah, I enjoy doing the voices.
That's hilarious.
What else is going on? There's so much stuff. All the events in the game, all the loots. I mean,
yes.
It's like Chi went on vacation, said, "Enjoy all the free shit."
Yeah, seriously. So how many mods have you had to sell? Because I had to go in and sell mods.
Yeah, I've been trying to I've got characters I could put mods on. I've been trying to do that with the mods because I've had to sell so many. So I'm going through and okay, well, Lobot doesn't have any mods. Let me put some mods on Lobot. It's like, oh my god.
So I actually did the opposite. I went and I took mods off a lot of my characters that I don't use to kind of drop my GP a little bit. I was hoping to get a better matchup on the 3v3, which obviously didn't work because I didn't join the actual damn thing. But yeah, so I actually went through and was taking mods off to actually reduce my GP. So yeah, that's kind of why I ended up needing to sell a whole lot of mods, because I unequipped a bunch of mods to actually reduce my GP a little bit, which I may or may not have actually had any effect on anything whatsoever, but still. Yes, alright, cool. Done with this PO's ass. I hate this stupid mythic tier of the Ewok event. It grinds my gears. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the mods, but it's gotten to the point that I'm going through and I'm about to do this where I'm just going to sell everything that does not have speed that I haven't. I'm going to go through all my mods because I've got 85 million credits.
Mm-hmm.
Spend about 5-6 million, upgrade all the mods. If they don't have speed, just sell them immediately, so I can just make inventory. In my, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I need to do the same thing. Go through, and what I really need to do is, and this would take forever, go through every single character, and if they've got mods equipped and it doesn't have a speed secondary, look at it, really assess, okay, is this mod really worth it? And if it doesn't have speed secondary, just unequip it so that I can sell it. And then what I need to do is go through all of my other mods and take my blue mods that are level 1 and just level them up to 6. And if it doesn't get a speed secondary, just ditch it, sell it.
That's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm going through all my purple mods right now that don't have I'm just taking them to level 6.
Well, a purple mod you only have to take it to level 3.
Oh, I'm thinking blue mods. Never mind.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Purple. That's right. Purple to 3. Because that gets the 4th. Okay, that's a speed. I'll keep that one. It's just low. But I'm doing that to where, I'm doing that so I can figure out what mods I can get rid of and crap, because I've got so many now. It's ridiculous. So, and then every time I find one that gets speed on it, I lock it, and then the other ones, even the ones that are 1A gold, I'm going to sell those because they don't have speed on it. And for me, it's I don't need. I've got so many sets now that I really don't care. If it doesn't have speed as a secondary, in any form or capacity, I don't need it because all my characters pretty much have mods, and I've got a lot of
Mm-hmm.
good mods. So it's all about slicing really right now. So
Yeah, and if you
uh,
can't slice it and it's already at gold and it doesn't have speed,
yeah, you might as well just sell it. You
just
know,
get rid of it.
just I mean, there's a few like triangle stuff I may keep because, like, say the crit damage, something like that. Triangles and crosses, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious with because they're a little bit harder to get. But the other four slots, oh yeah, they're like arrows, no speed,
Yeah, so that's
get
kind
out of
of
here.
that's kind of the way I've been looking at my my cross mods. If it's a cross mod and it's got potency, I'm a little more hesitant to ditch it. Um, just because potency primary, I mean, I don't know how often I'm sitting here going, God dang, I wish I just had a potency primary that I could just throw on this character. Um, this is not working out for me. I hate this mythic tier, these stupid ass. This is probably where my, like, I've probably been traumatized by
You
these
know who
murder
I
bears.
used to be
Oh,
on
the stupid
this?
days.
You know who I used to be on this one?
What's that?
3PO in this team.
Really?
He kicked the crap out of the Ewoks. He's amazing.
Really? So,
Oh yes,
so
3PO.
what?
I had I didn't even have Short Trooper in there. I put 3PO instead of Short Trooper
Mm-hmm.
and just kicked the crap out of the Ewoks. It was beautiful.
So, just like Empire plus Ewoks plus
No,
3PO?
it's Palpatine Lee,
Uh
Thrawn,
huh.
Death Trooper, Vader, 3PO.
Really?
Now mine is Gear 11. I need three pieces, two or three for Gear 12, but he has both Zetas and all the Omegas on him. But he is 3PO for me is pretty ridiculous. I think he's a really, really solid, great character. He really, because there's some rebel teams I run into that if you got the speed on him, you won't get a chance to go because he just, God, he's nasty. He really is on the rebel team,
He's ridiculous, is
but
what
with
he is.
his
God damn.
translations and confuses and stuff like that on like when you're facing the Ewoks, I mean he helps burn their ass to the ground, man. 3PO he's an amazing character. I'm all in on 3PO.
I
So
might have to swap out 3PO here because this is really starting to peeve. These Ewoks.
I know, trust me, I know. I know, Miss. I know, Betty. I know.
God, and how are you not getting shocked? Like, seriously. Oh my god.
Or do you have your Palpatine? How do you have him set up
I
for?
honestly don't know. It's probably just one of my arena mods. Stupid ass.
Oh, there's the mad scientist Dr. Finn making an appearance.
Mm-hmm. Finity Finn.
I saw some face in here. I saw Vince Hill in there. My
Yep.
old Battlefront buddy, Carlos,
That didn't work. Damn it.
Deadpool Kyle. He's always here.
Of
Ben
course.
Captain Nut Nut.
Yep. Thank you, Ewok Elder dead. Well, if I end up cleaning this stupid team out, I'll just go with it. But
Yeah.
if I fail, I will throw 3PO in and
What's your
I'll
3PO at?
Q 10, I think.
Oh, that's plenty.
Yeah.
Is he Zeta to Omega to anything?
Yeah, he's got one Zeta. I didn't put the R2D2 Zeta on him. I really hate this event. Like, why are you making me work so damn hard for
Why?
two freaking Omegas? Two. Not even like a good number of Omegas, just two. Is this gonna that better?
Ooh.
Nope, nothing.
Oh, you son of a. I'm actually going through my mods right now as we speak because I'm like, you know what? While I'm hanging out, talking, looking at chat, I'm going to do this so I can make some room because I'm sick of always having your mods are not. You have too many. I'm like, God.
Yeah, I know. I need to go a lot. Use Tarkin. Don't use a special. Oh yeah, I use that every once in a while. I use Tarkin, but He Death Trooper is just so stinking good, and he's so much more useful in my opinion. And my god dang Palpatine had better not die. God damn it. I wonder if Thrawn and Vader can pull it out of their butts here. God dang. Oh, Wicket's over there almost dead. Yeah, he's dead now.
Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, they're dead. Between Thrawn and Vader, they'll clean it up. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So really looking at my roster, I mean, I've been gear 12 and the hell out of stuff. So I did Holdo, I did Stark, I did a bunch of other characters, finishing up 3PO. But really, I'm just saving everything now. Crystals, everything for Thrawn, or not Thrawn, Revan. I'm basically 20 shards from T3 being done, and then after he's done, I don't have anything else. It'll just be standard.
You're not
spending any crystals.
Helanix, you're not the only one who wants more Omegas with this event. 2 is not worth the agony and freaking...
They add up, man. They add up, though. They really do.
I know they add up, but god dang, they're so freaking annoying.
Because I got like 147 right now.
So
I'm just saving.
You know who really makes the mythic tier of like this military might? It's not on here anymore, but the Rebel one, C-3PO. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I went in there with
CLS. So I didn't have my Chewie. Yeah. I didn't have my Chewie 7 stars yet. So I ran CLS, Han, C-3PO, and Chase, and they've no problem. Like before C-3PO, you had to make sure that Chirrut had full turn meter at the beginning of that 8th tier so that you could put tenacity up. Otherwise, Vader would rape you. And with C-3PO, it was like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah, C-3PO with
just hit auto.
Han, yeah, CLS, Han, Chewie, 3PO, R2. I hit it on auto. I mean, it wasn't even close to being fair.
So should I whip out the CLS team and run CLS, Chewie, Han, 3PO, and who's that 5th you run?
With CLS? Yeah,
CLS.
R2. Yeah, you don't need to think for that team. Once they get going, it's over.
Yep.
I mean, the last part of it, when you're facing, you want to control them, but up till then, they just go forward and just wreck.
I can actually take my 3PO to gear 11.
Do it, man. He's amazing. From 9 to 10 and 10 to 11, he is ridiculous. He's ridiculous to get to 12. It's not bad as I thought it was going to be, because he needs 2 of those major golden pieces that need 3.
Mm-hmm.
But the gear you need from 9 to 10 and then from 10 to 11 is really a pain in the ass. So just be aware of that, guys and gals out there in TV land, that 3 is kind of a gear war, and it sucks. God, I've got a lot of health mods. But I am rolling a lot of speed secondaries. I'm not too upset about this mist.
Well, that's good to hear. God dang it.
That team will get you far in life. Oh, I thought that was speed. It was defense. Son of a...
Damn it. I'm out of energy. I've been saving up crystals, though. I've been doing pretty well. I've got almost 3,000 crystals saved up.
What am I at? 6,000? Yeah, I'm at 6,000. But that's because I'm doing that refresh for T3. But I only need 20 more shards, and then I'll really be going to I'll just hoarding everything. Zetas, Omegas, crystals, credits. I mean, it's for me right now. It's just about gear 12.
Yes.
I'm not anything else. I don't need all my I'm farming characters still. I'm working on Django. I'm working on Range Trooper. I'm working on Embo. Who else am I working? Lando's in the mix. I got his ship to 5-star. He's getting there. So
stun gun.
I'm just waiting for those new characters that they introduced with the Old Republic to come free, because I'm going to stop what I'm doing and start farming those patches up. I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to need them.
Yeah, the new ones, you mean?
Yep.
Basilishan, Fallen, Candorus, Ordo, the other ones, all those. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling those are going to be required for something as well. Unfortunately, let's see. I only need one more of these stupid little bastards. I hate these these armor mods, these Mark One armor mods, dude. They're just
Mm-hmm.
and you can't buy them anywhere. It's not like you can just buy them in a store. And when they do show up in the store, it's only one at a time. It's like, really? I can buy 3 of the freaking Mark III Polo projectors salvage, but I can only buy one Mark One armor mod. Yeah, it's a great piece of gear. So there we go.
Now
C3PO
you
at
have
gear. Oh,
you
sorry, it was only gear 10.
now you
I guess
have
he was at
Revan
9.
on your one account, but not your main account.
This is true. Yes.
Okay, I was just because I knew you had Revan, but I knew that it was on the other account you had, not your main one.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see if I get 4 salvage. Holy crap! Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I got 4 from 9 Sims. Oh my god, that was a crapshoot. Oh, that shouldn't have happened. That really
Fail.
shouldn't have happened.
Just fell.
What? Okay, so I guess I can get my C3PO to gear 11.
Mm.
Okay, let's do it. I what the hell? That was no way. Oh my god. People are gonna be when chat catches up with feed, man. All right, well there you go. C3PO gear 11. That should
Tonight.
that should not have happened. Like that just what? How no, nothing ever no drop rates ever happen that well. Nothing ever drops like that ever. What the hell? Oh my god. Do I drop 560 crystals on 20 of the Mark 6 thermal detonators? The salvage. Nah, I'll save the crystals. I'll save them. It's not that important to give C3PO 6 more speed, is it? I'd still be too short on a salvage. Yeah, we'll save it. But yeah, so my 3PO then I guess is looking pretty good. It doesn't have the wait for me, so the C3PO R2D2 gain at the start of the encounter. C3PO and R2D2 gain translation for 3 turns. Is that really an important Zeta? Do you think? Translation
What?
for the translation.
I think so.
The synergy one for R2D2.
Yeah. I mean, for me it is, but that's because, for me it's about I'm going to use them in all different kind of categories. So I just went all in. So.
Well, if I'm gonna run him in arenas with 3PO. I don't even... Is my 3PO 12? Is my 3PO gear 12? I think he is. Yeah, he is. Huh. Or I could just not run him with C3PO and run him with Thrawn instead. I could do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Alright, so... We're gonna swap up my arena mods, or my arena squad here. So... Let's go ahead and edit this. Boom, boom, boom. CLS. R2D2. Or no, not R2D2. C3PO and Han Solo. Alright. Finn CG hit. Hex. Oh man, that was completely unexpected too. I did not expect that at all. So okay, let's go ahead. Mods. So who do I want to make the fastest here?
I don't think it matters.
In this arena set, in this arena squad. Let's see, Sith Empire. Whose mods do I want to give this?
All right, doing some mod cleaning. Here we go.
Let's just go with Darth Treya mods. That bumps my CLS up to 271 speed. Does drop his crit chance down, but he gets a decent offense boost and his potency goes up, which is important. Okay. Right. I could take my CLS to full gear 12 max, but probably not going to do that. C3PO. What do I want to do? Maybe my Darth Nihilus mods. That bumps him to 235. Yeah. Alright. And Han Solo. You're gonna get... Oop. I keep doing that. Swapping between...
These purple mods are not rolling well for me. No speed. Oh, God. It's a diamond, so I'm not too worried about it.
Let's go with...
Wow, not one's rolled speed so far. Come on, give me a 1. Just one purple with speed. I'm not asking for much, Lord.
Let's see here. Sword, I want crit damage.
Wow, not 1, huh?
That's gonna be...
That sucks, but... Ooh, finally got one. On a speed one, too. Yay! I'll take it.
Basilishan Fallen sitting on a 12-speed secondary crit damage primary.
Oh.
And let's see. Let's just buy some extra mod salvage or mod energy just so we can get this sliced up to gold. See what happens. Oop, didn't need that. Oh, 6 speed on it, 18 secondary. Oh, I love it. Oh, beautiful sliceage there.
I swear, dude. Whenever you're streaming, you have the greatest luck.
I swear I'm only going to slice mods when I'm streaming now because this is just so beautiful. Dude. Oh, that was so good. I only lose 1 speed and I gain the offense chance there, and oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, nice set there on Han Solo. Actually, I might be able to see. That's a 20 speed secondary. Do I sacrifice a 20 speed secondary for just to get a matching crit chance set? Let's see what I can get. I lose 7 speed. Well, let's go ahead and slice. Well, I don't have the mats. Poop. Can't slice it. It's got... Let's see. If I change that out, what else changes? I gain a little bit of offense. I gain 10% crit to give him 66. So what's the magic number here with Han Solo? Like, where do you need his crit chance to be to almost guarantee that he's always going to crit, right?
Over 9,000.
Over 9,000. No, like seriously though, like to have him get almost like a guaranteed crit chance, like does it just need to be over 50? Is that what he needs?
Let me look.
Oh, of course my freaking mods are maxed.
Top of my head? As I'm trying to think. I just put crit chance and offense on him. Crit chance. You want a crit damage triangle, crit chance set, and I want offense set with him. I wasn't really too concerned about speed. Um, what I don't know, top of my head,
All right,
I
well, let's
don't
do
know.
some quick math. So he's got 66% crit chance right now. So
I think it's above 70% is what you want.
Han shoots
It,
first. He gains 35% counter and 20% crit. So if he has 20% crit and then he has crit chance up, that gives him 45% crit. So you only need 55% crit. So yeah, he only needs 55% crit to have 100% crit. So I can go back to that speed mod. I can go back and give him that 7 speed. It's worth it to not have a matching set and just have the 7 speed.
sure.
So boom, boom. I lose a tiny hair. I only lose less than 20 offense. So that's not bad. Okay, yep. So 56%. You only need it at 56%. Perfect. Perfecto. All right, so Chewbacca. Chewbacca. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Chewie gives him crit chance too, so there you go, boom. Alright, so Chewbacca, you're gonna get my oh screw you, mod inventory cap reached. Go F yourself.
So I'm doing what I'm doing now. I'm sick of it. I'm
Hmm.
sick of it. I'm sick of it, miss. I can't do it anymore. I just sold a bunch of squares, now I'm doing diamonds.
This is what I'm doing. I'm literally going to my Scion and just going auto assign. And let's see, who else can I just auto assign mods to? My Nihilist, because I swapped mods off of him, so auto assign. Stupid mod crap. Stupid. Alright, so mods. Yes, I know. Lots of pointing fingers, you finger pointing mofos.
I blame Finn.
Blame Finn. Blame Finn. Blame Finn.
It works
Oh,
really
shoot.
well.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to give
Come
him
on,
all my
man.
Grandmaster
You know,
Thrawn.
all these speed mods, I can't get one with a speed secondary. God dang. God dang.
Because I'm putting Thrawn on my team. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo.
Getting everything but speed. But I'll get speed on my damn
249.
health. Stupid.
We'll go with it. Yeah, we'll go with it. Why not? Why not? All right, let's do this. Let's go into this arena battle.
It was at this time Mist realized we traded out his team for Folger's crystals. Let's see what happens. I mean, you really shouldn't have any problem with
No,
this.
I shouldn't. I shouldn't at all. Let's see. Do we go after Treya or Nihilus? Let's go Nihilus. When you've got Ka-chow. Ka-chow. That is a Nihilus down. Nihilus down.
Do it.
Blame Finn. Blame Finn.
If it be the lies, tomorrow night the freak will fry. Blame Infinity. Blame Infinity. He's not even a real doctor anyway.
And stuns. Pachow, pachow. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Boop, boop. I'm a boop you on the head. Boop. Yeah, I mean, she's just gonna lose these buffs.
Get rid of, yeah, just burn Thrawn. You can get that fracture off Luke. So I always go after Thrawn first. Pew.
And now just Treya. Boop. All by her lonesome. Doop,
Oh my
doop,
god. I'm telling you, man, it's a sick team.
doop. Boop, boop. Done. So fun. Yeah, so I guess I kind of just needed to get the gear on C-3PO to guarantee that he didn't get guard.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically just what I needed the gear for. So there we go. Not bad.
Boys and girls, this is how you dominate. Anyway.
Don't think it's gonna last that well on defense.
You'd be surprised
we'll
if it's
see.
faster. If it's faster, it'll really do well.
Well, let's see. What did I end up with?
Because your Han's going to go first, and if it depends on who it targets. If it targets the right character,
Mm-hmm.
which it does most of the time, but sometimes it doesn't. But I mean, you could lose a character right off the back when you face it because Han's going first, and they're all going to assist. Especially a 3PO assist, and you start getting that confusion and translation shit going.
Yeah.
It's really disgusting.
So my 3PO is at 235.
Mm-hmm.
My Thrawn is at 304, 309. And my CLS is at 247, I think. 271. Okay. Chewbacca is at 249. And Han Solo, where did you go, Solo? Tiawahika Wukio. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh. Wait a minute, I know that laugh.
He's at 247. Han Solo is at 247, not my Thrawn. Actually. Oh, Han Solo, why must you do this to me? Oh, my CLS and my Han Solo can both get pieces of Gear 12 Plus.
Oh, Billy.
Do I go CLS or Solo? Solo's my favorite character, though. Solo, just, man, he's just so good. All right, Solo, you get it. You get it. Gear 12 Plus. Gear 12 Plus Max Han Solo. Yes!
Oh my god. Jesus.
He's awesome. He's so stinking awesome. He's one of my favorite characters. I mean, come on. Extra speed, extra health. The armor resistance probably not that important, but the agility. I mean, that just those pieces alone gave him 6,500 plus 8,500 health. So
there you go.
That's a ton more survivability for him.
It's a plethora.
Oh my god. Yes. So beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, we're now at almost 2.5 hours of, well, only about 2 hours of streaming. Oh my gosh. Do I want to go through the Chewie event with my
do it
with my other event other account, even though I already have Chewbacca? Why not? We'll log out real quick. Go to our splash screen. I'm not gonna give you guys my email address so you can sign me up for all your nasty porn sites.
Okay, so that happened.
Sign in to Google Play. Because it is an actual alt account. So, when you switch between your Google Play accounts, it shows your email addresses. So, Alrighty. Alright, so, Chewbacca event. Unfortunately, we gotta do the first rounds here. So.
Well, yeah.
Alright, so we're not going to use any of the fancy schmancy ones. We're going to stick with Bosk, Dengar, Boba, Greedo, and Cad, because those I feel like are probably the 5 that most players are shooting towards. Some people use Zam. I've seen a lot of people use Zam. I'm not a big fan of Zam. I tried Zam the first time the event came around, and she wasn't doing it for me. Didn't matter what characters I threw in. Zam just doesn't work. She wasn't working. Yeah, we can throw this on auto. Just boom. 1 AoE from Boba. They're all dead.
No disintegrations.
I love it. All right, battle. Round 2, fight! Boop, 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 boop. Oh, you stunned my boss. Oh no, everybody's dead. All these shards are just gonna go to the trash. That's alright. I was planning on playing through it anyway because before they decided that... so they're not probably, I think the reason that they gave us more resources for these test accounts is because I don't think they're going to give us back our old test accounts, which were kind of like on a beta test environment, which was how they were able to give us new characters to play test before they actually came out, which was nice. So that's probably not going to happen again. But they decided, oh, well, you guys have your alt accounts that we juiced the crap out of, so we'll just go back and give you guys more crystals and give you a bunch of gear and give you a bunch of this and give you a bunch of that. And then they were like, well, you guys probably haven't played those accounts since these characters came out, so here's 1,000 shards of each character. I'm like, what the hell do I need 1,000 shards? I only need 330. What the? Okay.
Well, I mean,
whatever.
This is something.
Yeah, my shard store currency now is like at freaking 35 million. It's like,
I wouldn't know.
What the hell is I going to
like? You have a tough life there, bud.
Oh, I know, right?
It must be tough to have them give you everything you want so you can play the game.
Yeah, honestly, it was fun playing this account before they gave us all that other stuff, because I was like, I gotta ration these last few crystals I've got, but it was fun. I mean, I kind of got to play kind of a little more strategic. But now it's just like, oh, here's everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's not any fun anymore.
I wouldn't know.
Tier 5. This is where people start to have a little bit of trouble. But if you've got, I think, what is it? Gear 8, Gear 9, Bounty Hunters. 5th tier is not very hard.
Chance,
yeah, it's not that hard. This was, honestly, the hardest event I think anybody had ever seen in this entire game.
Yeah, I still think it's one of the tougher events.
Oh, it was. I mean, my initial video.
But don't get me wrong, the 3PO event was hard, but nothing compared to this one. God, I mean,
no, yeah, 3PO. You didn't need freaking Gear 12. Like, I beat the 3PO event with Gear 11 Ewoks. One of them was Gear 10. I saw plenty of Reddit posts where people were like, yeah, I beat the event with Gear 9 Ewoks. All of them were Gear 9.
Makes
I'm
sense.
like, holy cow, that's crazy to me. But, hey, if you did it, then kudos to you.
I think Finn did it.
That's insane. Like, it just baffles my mind.
You needed some RNG, and it was who you were running. But yeah, it could be done.
Yeah,
it took a lot of time to do it, but it could be done.
That event, by the way, was, I think, a definite handout. I don't want to say handout, but a gimme, and kind of I gotta give CG a little bit of credit where credit's due, because as far as the panic farm aspect goes, veterans players and whales actually benefited immensely from having Ewoks required for C-3PO, because in my opinion it's a little bit easier to come by gear than it is to come by the shards, especially for a couple of those Ewoks. Like,
yeah, the gear on them is ridiculous. Let's just be real. I mean, the gear is retarded on those characters, so it just is. It's ridiculous the amount of gear that those little bastards take just to get them to 11. From 10 to 11, there's a lot of gold pieces that you're like, really? Why are you doing this to me? What did I ever do to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I don't think the 3PO event was as hard. Now, Thrawn for me, of course, it took me 8 hours, 6 hours to do, but that's because I try to cheese the hell out of that.
So the Thrawn event for you, did you get a 7-star Thrawn the first time around?
Oh no. This was the second time around.
I got it. Same for me.
Because there was no way. No way. Even with the panic farm they dropped on, there was no way I was going to get the 7-star Thrawn the first time. But when I went around for the second time, I really tried to cheese the hell out of it. I'm like, Gear 7, Gear 8, no, so many megas here and there. I paid the price. And then when I finally took them to Gear 9 and put the Omegas and shit on, I was like, okay.
The Omegas are what made the big difference.
Mods and, yeah.
And mods, yeah.
So lesson learned. Now
Mm-hmm.
the Ewoks, I was cussing a little bit, and by cussing at CG because I'm
Oh.
like, because I had Chirpa, Paplu, Wicket, Gear 11, I think, and then I
Mm-hmm.
think Elder and Tebow were 10, but they were right there at 11, and I was getting smoked, man. I was like, God damn, this is
Mm-hmm.
some crazy ass hard stuff. Um, but you know, it
This
is what it
this
is.
attempt might not be so hot with my Dengar didn't go stealth. And so all these bastards are hiding behind stealth. I don't know. I might be able to take out Ewo. Damn it. I don't know how this is going to go.
And now I do the circles. We're going to upgrade and let's see. Not getting a
Hmm.
lot of good rolls here. Unlike some people, I won't mention names, missed. God damn
Sorry.
it. You get like 20 speed, I get like none. Like I just got a 3 speed on a post one. Let's see what it finally goes to. Oh, okay, 12. My first one that was like,
Nice.
okay, hey, I'll take that, protection, circle. Okay, I'll take that. Let's do the speed one. This never proc speed on second. Nope. I can tell you that was not going to happen. Now, of course, if you had rolled that, that would have been like 20 speed or
Oh,
something.
yeah, definitely. Would have. Definitely. Absolutely.
Son of a
100%.
bitch, bastard.
Come on. Oh, die. Die, you big furry bastard.
Uh,
Oh, yep. See, look at this. I got Gear 12 plus both bounty hunters, and this just ain't working.
it's a tough event, man.
It is,
You
man.
got this. I mean, the key is to kill Chewbacca.
Yep, it is, and it didn't help that
Focus on
it
Chewbacca.
didn't help that this started off terribly because
No,
Dengar
but
didn't get stealthed, so R2D2 was able to hide everybody behind that stealth, that smoke
yeah, it's a little
screen.
bit of
So
RNG, but
um, let's
the,
see
the key
here.
is the key is
I haven't
you
even
having
checked my
Dengar
mods
is
here.
yeah, it's you gotta get Chewie out of there first. He is priority.
244 speed on Bosk. Let's see. 218 on Boba Fett. That might need to be a little bit higher. Greedo is at 180. Might need to boost Greedo's speed a little.
It's not so much his speed as his damage.
Well, he has a stupid high crit damage. Dengar is only at 189. Yeah, I might need to boost the speed a little bit on these guys. Um,
Beautiful purple
201
mods.
on Cad Bane. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
Oh
give it
shit!
another shot with the speeds I
I
got.
found
It's
a mod that had 11 speed on. I'm like, I might want to. Oh shit! Oh, let me get that one.
okay. There we go. Good. Good. Oh gosh, dang
Have
it!
you
Freaking
seen that
Greedo just
Vader
died.
fan film?
Oh yes, the one Star
Oh
Wars
my
theory.
god, it's so good.
It is. It's tasty. Better than the Last Jedi.
You get no arguments from me there, and
Okay,
that thing was phenomenally good.
that's fine. That's fine. Oh, don't die! Don't die!
Please don't die.
Without Greedo, man, this is just.
It's keep hitting Chewie. Kill Chewie.
I know that's what I'm
Kill
trying to
him.
do.
Shoot him in the face. Do what you must. Kill that triple mollywop that fool. Oh no! Shoot him! No! Oh, shoot him! Shoot him!
Yeah, this ain't. I'm gonna have to put
Kill
more speed on
Chewie!
Greedo. I gotta put more speed on Greedo. Greedo's just too slow.
Kill Chewie.
Okay. All right. Speed
Chewie.
on Greedo.
Chewie. Kill the Chewie.
All right. Let's see. What
Come
does it
on,
say?
stop bullshitting, miss. Get in there and kill him.
Sort by.
Put the cookie down.
Speed. All right. We're just gonna go all speed. Actually, I want crit chance. Crit chance secondaries here. Boom. Pow. Oh, that's a nice one. Of course, that's sitting on a freaking rando character. You son of a bitch.
Dylan! What's the matter, Dylan? You got through pushing 20 pencils? Ah. Yep, that mod sucks. That sucks. Not one speed for my speed. Now I have nothing but health mods.
Let's see. Damage.
Sell them. Yeah, not faring too well in the speed secondary category here for these mods. Oh, there's one.
All right, there we go. Got Greedo up to 236.
There you go.
With 63% crit chance.
Now you feel better about it when he dies, that you actually tried to make him better.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, let's go. Let's do this.
Do this.
Yeah. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. We get a taunt. We're going to steal that turn meter. Boom. Dodge the taunt. That's fine. Boom.
Shoot Chewie! Come on! He's right there! Kill him!
Oh, yes! That was beautiful. 55k crit from Boba to polish him off. Ah, that was beautiful. Oh, God, that could not have happened any more beautifully. See, this is like the perfect RNG start. They went after Dengar first, so Dengar ate up that big, massive, just onslaught from Han Solo and Chewbacca. Then Dengar, or not Dengar, so Dengar took that big onslaught. Bosk didn't get touched barely until his first turn. His real high speed paid off. He was able to get that taunt up, and then just, oh man, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Just rape Han Solo. There we go. Oh, double shot on Leia from Cad Bane. Oh man, here we go. Boom. Oh, 26k crit. Love it. Beautiful. Greedo, come on, let Greedo come in here and do his thing. I want Greedo to just machine gun this motherfucker down. Yeah. Oh, single? Ah, come on, Greedo. Let me down, bro. Let me down.
What's wrong with you?
And execute. Oh, that was beautiful. That was the perfect RNG. Perfect RNG. Glad I streamed that. That was beautiful. Couldn't be better. And with that, that was a perfect note to end the stream.
I think so.
I think that's literally like the best way to close this sucker off is the ultimate RNG, right?
I think you're right.
I mean, I could go in here with my Ewoks and or my all my crazy ass droids and auto the Ewok mythic tier. What do you think? Let's see. HK47, where are you? There you are. Did you get your Gear 12 pieces? No, you didn't. Oh, poor guy. You got like 10,000 or 100,000 pieces of gear. I should just give it to you, right? There you go.
You know, doing these mods is monotonous, but I think it's going to pay off for me in the long run.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A lot of mods.
It's crap it's thankless work that nobody wants to do, but somebody's got to do
but
it.
I'm getting rid of all these mods that have no speed secondaries. I don't care what they are. They don't roll speed. I'm selling them.
All right, so.
But I only have to roll them to like 6, 3. You know, it's like, okay.
Yep.
They're all health. I have a ton of health mods from all these events. That's what's really. But now that I've done this, every time I get on, I'm like, okay, sell. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. because I really want to clear out my inventory of these because it's like, but kids, this is what happens when you farm a shit ton of mods. You're able to
Mm-hmm.
do shit like this.
Tell me about it. I hate farming mods. I'm honestly glad that they gave us our own like separate mod energy, but I use it all exclusively for mod slicing
Yeah,
maps.
you reach a point that where you have enough mods that you want to get into the slicing realm.
And really,
Yeah,
the only place I look for mods anymore is the mod store. That's the
yeah,
only place I look for mods.
yeah. I look for triangles, crosses. That's
Yep.
it.
Well, I look for pretty much anything with speed secondary, but it has to
It
have
has to be
useful primary stat.
five or higher. If
Yeah.
it doesn't, I'm
Yep.
not even bothering. And
Yeah,
it has to,
I don't
yeah,
bother with fours. If it doesn't have if it's got 4 speed, poop on that.
no, no. But triangles and crosses, anything, I'll look for 4 speed or more on those because they're tougher to find and get.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit rare, but it depends on what the stat is. If it's a crit damage triangle, 4 speed secondary, yeah, you damn right I'm getting that mod. But if it doesn't, then I'm like, no.
Yeah. But yeah, useless. It has to be a useful primary.
Yeah,
Um. So, all those defense primaries, nope.
no,
Oh,
no.
stupid ass, hiding behind stealth, you pricks.
You son of a.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you and droids.
Uh-huh.
Then Captain Nut donated €2. Said, "Boom, baby."
Oh, nice. Captain
First
Nutnut.
ever
I
super chat.
appreciate it. I know. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it, sir. That is fantastic.
God, I got a lot of circle health mods. But I ain't knowing a lot of speed secondaries on them. I'll take it.
Oh man, I didn't have chat up. I'm an idiot. I'm sitting here just putting along, like, oh, why am I not like really participating in chat much?
Why is nobody talking to
Oh,
me?
I know. That's what happens when I click on things.
Well,
and
when you become
stuff
famous,
falls between chat windows, and then you don't pay attention. And then you turn into Finn, and
Finn's ego is
everything
knows
just
no bounds.
yeah, just oh well.
It is what it is.
Yeah, Star Wars Theories fan film was so good.
Oh god damn!
I've been watching his videos for
I've
a year and a half,
him.
2 years, 3 years, I think.
He's one I'd look at. There's another guy. What is it? That does all the lore videos.
Star Wars Explained.
Yeah, he's really good. I like his stuff. They're one of the few channels that I watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watch Collider. Ooh, 15 speed on a blue. I'll take that.
Oh, yeah.
Collider's Jedi Council, just to get the latest updates on movies and news and stuff like that. But that's about it. There's not a lot of other Star Wars channels up there. I'm very particular about like where I get my information from. So, but they've consistently quality, and I already know a lot of it. I just like listening to them talk about it because they do a good job about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's really what a lot of it is you enjoy listening to their explanations.
Yeah.
Dash Star was a guy that I watched a lot. But then he fell off because somebody copyright striked his entire channel, basically. The little tiny, like literally 3-second sound clip that he used at the beginning of every video is like part of his intro. Apparently it was from some really small, really obscure Star Wars game from like God, I don't even know how far back, and like it was like a NES game or some nonsense. So like we're talking like a game that was decades old, and apparently some guy who worked on that game came in and put a copyright strike on every single one of his videos, and that sucks. Sucks hard, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they get some piece of that action that they didn't really have anything to do with. I
Yep.
mean, I understand copyright and stuff, but I mean, Jesus
For a
Christ.
3-second sound clip.
Yeah, we got nailed with that too. It really hit us, so we had to change our intro.
That sucks.
And it is what it is,
Really
so
bad.
you just have to be careful about that stuff because
You do.
YouTube's cracking down.
Yes, you do.
They're cracking down, and so you lose a percentage of your monetization and monies you get because it goes to them because technically you're using their material to make money. That's the thing when you do monetization, you have to be really careful about.
Oh yeah, yeah. Demonetization is brutal.
It's not fun. Let me tell you from experience, it sucks ass.
Let's see. Can I get? Yep, he's down. Okay, now I gotta take out this elder before he revives him.
Alright. Now I can sell all this other crap. Yay! From what I'm making back selling the mods, I'm not really losing that much.
He revived. That's alright. I might be able to get elder down now.
That's what she said.
Look at you go. You've got jokes. You've got jokes.
Well, I graduated from the 3rd grade for now.
Yeah, alright. Sweet. Get BB-8 buffed up again. Yep. Alright, boom!
Bye-bye. All
that was
mods
beautiful.
that I'm not using.
That was beautiful.
You are all going bye-bye.
BB-8 hits pretty damn hard. I'm actually pretty surprised at how hard he hits. Every once in a while, he'll bust out like a 20k basic. It's like, what the hell? What the hell's
going on? The hell's going on right down here? Boy, I'll tell you what, they don't make them BB-8s like they used to.
Well, alrighty, there you go. Droids absolutely raped the Ewoks. HK lead, L337, T3, BB-8, C3PO. Boom. Worked better than the stupid effing Empire, tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Okay. Alright. A little bit more fun there. A little bit of fun with droids. That's like the only thing this account is good for is having fun with characters that I don't get to play with that much on my main account. So, yeah, I didn't even get in on Gran Arena with this account either. So, I'm a noob. I'm a scrub. Oh, you know what? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to collect my other ship challenge.
Oh.
I'm going to go do that.
And get them Zaitas.
That is where we're going to end the stream, I promise. I've mentioned that we're going to end the stream now like 5 times. But we're gonna go collect that other payout real quick. I'm going to get that Zeta ship, the Zeta thing, the purple star thing that makes your characters do cool stuff. Yeah, my video on Thrawn has by and far been like that's like my crown jewel. It's got the most views. Oh my god, I got 4 Zetas today. Holy crap. No way. That's awesome. I can't even. I can't even. I can't even.
Sick.
I know. Yeah, so my Thrawn video, I love every time the Thrawn event comes around, the amount of feedback and the comments, the random tweets I get, all that I get from that video. People who watch the video and either they want a little bit more help, because that's one thing that I make myself available. That's one thing that, sure. I pride myself on. I'm available to my viewers. If you've got a question, hit me up on Twitter. I'll respond. I guarantee it. But the amount of comments I get from that video and the amount of people that will just send me a message or comment or send a tweet out saying, hey, thanks for your video, it helped me get my Thrawn. That right there, that is the reward. That is a maximum reward that I can get. It's awesome. I love the amount of feedback that I get from that video. It's got, I don't even know how many comments that video has. I might have to go check that real quick.
Would you say it's a plethora?
A plethora for sure. Let me see here. Let's go to YouTube real quick. Sorry, guys. Wasn't that YouTube Studio?
Don't mind me. I'm just doing all these goddamn miles compared to space and all that stuff.
All right. Yep. Okay. So my Thrawn video has let's see,
over 9,000.
maybe. Let's see. 53,000 views. And it's funny because the view count is like a nice stair step. Every time the event comes around, it's just like a doop 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 doop. Let's see. Comments. Where can I see comments here? Reach red. It shows up as a suggested video for a lot of folks, which is nice. It's good to know that the video is actually being suggested to people. Comments. Oh, here we go. Just I don't think it'll actually tell me how many comments I have, though.
It should at the top say how many comments there are.
Well, but
if you go in the actual video itself, it'll say.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, not in your. I don't think in your. No, if you go to your dashboard and look at the video itself, it should tell you like how many comments it has, thumbs up, thumbs down, that kind of stuff.
Oh, the actual video. If I just go to that, it has 212 comments. So I mean,
shabby.
By large, I mean, and then 700 likes versus 35 dislikes. That is a ridiculous like to dislike ratio. It just, I mean, the amount of people that come out here and just go, "Holy crap! Thanks for this," you know, because it's basic, it's simple, and it's efficient, and it doesn't spend. I don't spend 20 minutes trying to explain it. It's like maybe 8 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe. I might be 12 minutes. I don't remember. Let me see. 13 minutes. So it's a 13-minute video telling you how to get Thrawn.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't think I could I don't think I could ever put out another video that does as well as that video it is. And I mean, I might have put out other videos in the past that have good quality like that. I mean, for crying out loud, that video was recorded on, I think I did the audio recording on a phone. So, I mean, not the highest production value, but the actual content there is what made that video so good. But yeah, at any rate, specifically sent someone to this video. Yep, there you go. So, hey, you know, and that right there too, like the other people who have benefited from the video have shared it. I know, and that right there is what helps me out a ton. So, with that said, I literally am going to, here we go, last sim, there we go, got all my challenges done for the day. Call it a day. Thanks for the company, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming out. And obviously good to be back to streaming. I felt like such a slug the last 6 weeks. I was like, man, I need to stream, but I just feel like garbage. So I'm feeling a lot better. Holidays are behind us. The new year is right around the corner, guys. So I hope you all had a fantastic 2018. I hope 2019 is just as awesome, if not better. And I'll see you next year.